King Drew here. We back. It's Friday, so you already know what time it is. Let's not play these games. We're gonna get straight to it. We brought back Blacks. He's here for another one, and of course, my co-host. I can't
Like
express it much,
first,
life first over here, of course. And today we're gonna have a conversation about experiencing the experience. Last time we talked about having an experience within the experience. Go check it out. I'll link it up here, once I get a chance. But in the meantime, it's amazing that we brought back Blacks. We're gonna do the segment. I know we talked about it, where it's gonna be called Axe Blacks, So, what I
let's
mean,
go.
just say a little
Yeah.
something, Blacks, just welcome back, man. I know you safe, you'll be back. So here you are. Just say a little something to the people, man, and we'll
Yeah.
go from there.
Well. First, I never left. Let's understand that. Let's
Yeah.
first understand that within that experience. So once it's only that now you envision me, you heard me, and now I'm with you. All you got to do is tune in to
Mm.
you, tune into what's going on with your own life, and you could ask Blacks, and the answer would just what right now. And I'm willing to share an experience within an experience. And this one is I didn't thought I would have been sharing this, but it's a good platform to share it on because I know our listeners need to hear these things anyway because it will happen to you and some your own self will happen, but it is happening and it's real like that. So I'll say that King Drew, the experience within the experience was them Celtics last night. We already known that was coming, right? Life first, so let's go. You know, and shout out to all you Warriors fans out there. Also, it's good to see Steph do his fourth ring too. Like we ain't gonna ever take away anything from anybody, yo. It's nothing but love. Like that's what it is. That's the promotion is love right here. Because once you unlock the only thing that'll make it through is that love gotta be sure. We gotta love everything. We gotta love, yeah, even when we in a situation not to love, we still gotta love. So that's the message is love. That's how you gonna win is love. Find love. So let's go, yo.
Yeah, I hear you. Now, well, I already
Powerful,
had.
brother. Powerful.
Go ahead, like
Powerful.
I'm gonna say something
Oh
else.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, no. That's it, man. I mean, I just wanted to chime in. My fault. But yeah, powerful, powerful.
Nah, that's real, man. And it's like at the end of the day, regardless of the attachment that you have for your team or whoever, whether you wanted the Celtics to win, whether you wanted the Warriors to win, at the end of the day, you have to commend Curry for putting the team on his back every night, and balling out. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you really didn't really look
Mm-hmm.
at it, he really got four chips right now, and
Yeah. Yeah.
that in itself is a feat. That in itself is a
Mm.
feat. So hats off to the Warriors. They played their game. Celtics is still young.
Yeah.
They're gonna do their thing. So their time is
It's,
coming.
it's,
So
it's, it's
at the end
coming
of
up.
the day,
Yeah.
you can't really be mad at that. For them to even make it as
But
far as they did, it's all that
yeah.
matters, man.
And, and let me share something with you guys that is, this is a for y'all who listening, probably the experience is probably another experience with that too now. Probably is also a narrative where the Celtics won in some people's world and some people's mind. And Jason Tatum is holding his first trophy, right? Well, we're not gonna get into that until when you're ready to talk about that also now. It's like that's a whole nother thing, right? You probably talk to someone in another who's not on your rhythm that is having a different experience. That there are two games were played, four games were played. You understand? But these are the things that unless when we hit 1 million views, then we're gonna understand what it is. So share and subscribe, hit that like button, yo, because we want to know if there's another narrative out there. I want to know. You understand? Because my mind goes into those places all the time. Like, what if someone else won? What if Jason Tatum did win in another planet now, in another within us on the walking right now? There's people walking who's like, damn, who's sad? Like the Celtics did win the championship. But we all we all Celtics fan and we all in the same room. You understand? So I'm trying to get out of the room to know what's really going on. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all take over though. You know?
Nah, do your thing, man. We rocking. We vibing. It's Friday.
All right.
I'm
Go on,
done.
Cole.
I'm done. I'm over here spilling my milk on me, Got
Hey,
the
listen.
queen wiping up the milk. She being shite now. She just wanna hear. She's listening and she wanna hear you guys go with it. She hear this all day, every day from me. She's
Listen, man.
laughing. She wanna hear the other narrative experience. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, my experience. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier on TikTok in terms of how my week was planned out and how I envisioned it versus how it played out. Um, with me, so today was tomorrow I should say. Tomorrow in my head, this is the envision that I had. Tomorrow parade, Tatum won. They all Celtics in 6 parade. Go to the parade. Have a concert to go to one at nighttime. This is my intention. They won game 1. I'm like, yes, it's great. I love it. Awesome. Perfect. They lost game 2. They came back and won. It was 2-1. I'm like, all right, yeah, let's go. Keep going. Celtics in 6. Right? Then I got hit with COVID. Threw off my whole plan. All of that. And then on top of that, they lost what was that, game 4 at home. They lost game 4 at home. It was just like, oh my God, no. It's not looking too good. Then they went to the Warriors and lost again. I was like, oh, no. Now you're talking about game 7. Nobody wants no parts of no damn game 7. And then the other game, which was yesterday, I just turned it off. Once they went up by 10, I turned it off because I'm just like, you know what? I can't deal with watching them lose. As much as prior to the playoffs, I did not watch one regular season game. I'm gonna be honest with y'all because I don't watch regular season.
Yeah, me and you both. Yeah, we don't watch that. Yeah,
time for that. Regular season football, that's me all day. I watch every game. That's me. But when it comes to regular season basketball,
go Pats.
I ain't got no time. Yeah. I ain't got the time. I just know it's too many games. A lot. That's commitment right there, So for me, it was just like all of that literally changed.
You might as well get married with and have 4 wives, married to 4 wives, and divide them by XYZ amount of children. If you're gonna sit there and watch 82 games, that's what you need to do. That's better.
Yeah.
Complication now. Yeah.
So for me, it was just like all of that switched and changed. And, now it's more so nothing that I had planned. And this is what I talked about earlier, whereas the attachment that you sometimes have for your plans, you have to let go of that attachment and just understand that, hey, I planned something. Though it may be set in stone, doesn't mean it's necessarily going to happen the way you planned it. And I feel like the lesson within that is that, yes, you may have your whole week planned out or your life or whatever you have planned out. Just understand that there's this thing called life, and not necessarily life, but, life. That tend to happen that, it's just a little wrench in your plans, but you have to either adapt to it or it's hard for some people to come back from it, and it's sad. So for me, it's more so just that the experience was that, hey, at the end of the day, it didn't fan out the way that I wanted to, but I have to make the best of it. I have to. But at the end of the day, tomorrow's my birthday, and I'm still going to be turning 34, whether I planned the plans that I did or they didn't happen or whatever. That's still going to happen. So for me, I'm at the level where it's like I accept the fact that hey, it's out of my control. But what I can control is me. And that's the only thing I can control. So that's the lesson there, where at the end of the day, regardless of what's going on, the only thing that you are in control of is yourself and what's going on in here. And at the end of the day, the whatever is happening in here is a reflection of out there. So for me, at the end of the day,
Mm.
continue to work on the inner so the outer can be great. That's where I'm at when it comes to this experience. Whew, man. So
Let's
yeah,
go.
like
That was heavy, huh?
yeah,
So
it
Let's
was.
so
go.
again though, right?
Hmm.
It's and y'all stop me whenever y'all choose to,
Not
but
good. Do you?
that's people figure like I was having a conversation and they were like the people want money. The people want money, people, the NBA owners wants money and this. I'm like, these people are billionaires. They don't want money. But what they want right there is that right there is a control of emotion. Let's understand that first thing first. Most of the country wanted, and the world, because, not in the country right now, right? But most of the world wanted the Boston Celtics to win. You
That's why they
understand?
lost.
And they don't want money, and that's why they lost. Because when they lost, it was able to split and control emotions. I'm gonna control you this week. I'm gonna control some individuals for the month. I'm gonna control if you're committed to 82 games. That means I'm controlling you until game one all over again. It is not money. Money is printed. So why would I need money for if you print that shit? But I got what I want, and I want to control you, and I will control you because it's the concert. I'm controlling how you feel on your birthday. You understand, like, and that's what it is. So when you watch, I try not and not be really picking a side. Like I love football, so football to me is I'm a diehard New England Patriot fan. I was watching, when I started watching New England Patriots, Drew Bledsoe was our quarterback. I still love him to death. And Drew Bledsoe helped me to like other teams because once he wasn't a Patriot no more, but to me, like Bledsoe's always Patriot. You understand?
Mm.
He he won them games, broken thumb, broken. And so when Brady came, I had to go watch Bledsoe go to Buffalo, and we played him twice every year. Then I had to watch him go and play in the Cowboys. So I try to watch not for a team, but for the individuals that plays the game. You understand? Like, it's like when Michael Jordan left the game, I understood. I was never a Michael Jordan fan, but when he left the game, I understood what he brought to the game. The level of competition was so high. So if you're really watching for the love of the game, that's what I would recommend. That's my experience. Like love the game of basketball. So no matter who hosts that trophies up, you could still be happy and you're not controlled. That's just like a little small little unlocking to do, like to understand it. Like I love basketball. I love football. So it doesn't matter who wins. And that's one way to get out of that control, because that's just what it all boils down to. They want to control you. And you're gonna be controlled by what? Your emotions. I remember when sometimes the Patriots will lose, I won't eat for the week until the next Sunday when they played again. I was so depressed. Life first, it's like all screwed up. Had a
Yeah,
bad week. A football game that I have nothing to do with, no game from,
exactly.
full control. So I learned to watch the game. I learned to watch the players. These are other beings just like me and you that unlock their you know athletic athletic. Help me, one of y'all, man.
Inner
Yeah,
potential.
athletic potential. Yeah, you understand what I mean, and that's what we really want to get to. So what are you watching? Are you watching 6'1" dunk a ball and go and there? on this earth doing what they were meant to do. And so that's what we want to be watching. That should be our experience from it. Like, you know, like, what is my talent? What could I share with the world? So not the narrative about the verses. That shouldn't be our narrative. I verse. You understand? That's corruption of the mind and the heart, most of all. Because we hate an individual we never even met. I hate Steph Curry. I hate this Draymond Green. I hate Steve Kerr. No, I love Steve Kerr. I love, yeah, and that's it. Watch differently, man. We're all watching through the same window, but what you say life first is the view. Either you see it or you view it. Something like that you were saying to me 2 weeks ago. We was talking on the phone. See it for what it really is. We're too wise to watch under those lenses. Was for us to watch.
Stop letting them dictate what you see.
Mm.
And the other part behind all of that, you also have to understand that the detachment. We talk about this where you have to detach yourself from your team or you're this or you're that. Like at the end of the day, like you just said, if you start watching it from the lens of, hey, that could have been me, like I could be doing that, and you not understanding that for you to get to that level, all you need to do is tap within, because it's all within all of us. We all have that potential. And it's like, until you tap into your greatness, you'll continue to watch it from, hey, oh no, my team lost. Or it's like, damn, you know what? How did he spin his body like that? Like, and then dunked it. Like, that's incredible. That's a in itself, or whatever the case may be. But I feel like once we get to a level where we start seeing it through a different lens and not just attached to the entertainment value that we get from it and the emotion that you put behind it because your team lost or your team won, we need to get to that level where it's like, okay, not only like, okay, yes, we get the entertainment value. That's a given because that's why most people watch. But at the same time, it's like I feel like the emotion that we put behind our team. I'm not knocking you caring about your team. That's one thing. But just the fact that if you, like for instance, what you just said, because the team lost, I'm not going to eat, or it's going to affect my state of mind outside of the game. Because even yesterday, when I was watching the game, I'm like, yo, they went up 10. I literally detached from it because I'm like, yo, regardless of how, because I know how I am. Because I know that at the end of the day, them losing, it messes with. The only reason why I'm so attached to it is because I have like the plans in my mind. That's the only reason why I'm so attached to it. Other than that, I wouldn't necessarily care that much. Because in my mind, I'm like Celtics and 6. I'm trying to go to the parade and then the concert afterwards. So, so in my mind, I'm just like, I'm attached to the game. That's the only reason. Other than that, I'm like, yo, you know what? Let it play out. It is what it is. Let's have a good game, and then I'll watch from that experience. But at the same time, it's just like, welcome back, life. I don't know what happened to you, brother. Welcome back. But at the same time, it's just like we got to get to the level where not only just sports, but trickling that into everything, where we get to the level where we realize that, hey, within everything that we do, we have the capability of tapping into our inner potential. Once we tap into our inner potential, it will bring us to the next level. And the whole point of even have all these conversations that we're having is to get to the next level. And it starts with little things, which is better in your awareness as you go through your experience. So welcome back, life. I don't know what happened to you, brother. What you missed, what you didn't see.
The only person that chews up is You know, when you think about choosing any side,
Mm-hmm.
only person that chooses is a hoe. So don't be a hoe, right? To the pimp. That's the
Let's
only
go.
person that chooses. So when you choose a team, that's all you're being. You're being a hoe. You understand? And that's just it, you know. Sorry for the children, the little ones, right? But that's what it is. So when you choose, that's what it is. You're being a hoe. So the pimp gonna do what he want to do to his hoe. He gonna make and that's just it, right? That's the only person that chooses. That you say you choose up, right? Is a hoe. That's a hoe chose up, right? She chose me. She chose the Celtics. She chose whoever. You understand? So that's just kind of way to break it. You understand? That's how you break it. Nobody else choose up but a
Oh,
hoe. So
man.
don't be a hoe to
Oh, don't be
to
out
what
here.
it is. But who's going who's going to talk about their life and their experience, because I got one to share that happened to me, and it's with the AirPod, you know.
The who? The AirPod?
And what you yeah, life first, what you think? I could share that, or is that ready? Is the platform
Oh
ready for
no,
that, or
absolutely, brother. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's for sure. This is experiencing the experience
you
again.
know,
Big shout out to all of you guys.
this was
Thank
the
you again for
experience and the
everyone for all the
experience.
support. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. Yeah, share your thing, brother. Absolutely.
And well, I lost, you know. Well, first, let me just say I'm really attached to the AirPods because the AirPods is just smooth, it's clean. I love them, and I have this attachment to them, you know. And went out the house, lost the AirPod, couldn't
Mm.
find the AirPod. I got home, and shout out to Blacks for getting. You know, I'm doing a workout, but it's not a workout. It's actually a control out, a control of the mind. You know, so I must start. That's what it is. To take control of yourself all the way of being in control. And when you're in control of yourself, meaning you're gonna be control of your body. You know, I'm trying to be a oneness with the mind and the body. So I opened the box to go find the AirPod. Boom. One's not there. One's missing. Turned on to find me. One is 10 miles away from me, approximately, to went to the garbage, went to the dump, looked for it, couldn't find it. 4 days later, while I'm cleaning, I just moved the bed. It came back to me. My experience, inexperience, is like the experience was that it went from me. I don't know how it walked back to me. Well, I do know, but y'all gonna figure it out who's listening, right? Because you know the navigation ain't gonna lie, and I ain't gonna lie. This is the truth right here speaking to you. You know, so that was just so incredible that to find it back though. But it was the power of it, because I went on Amazon and I'm like, I even got it on Amazon. It was sold out. So I needed it so bad to have it back to me that I pulled the bed. Like first of all, you know, because I shared with you and like right away as it happened, you know,
Yes.
and shared with the queen, and like she went with me and she seen it was in a different place, and like I had to call her. She's at work and I called her. I was like, hey, could you go to the car? I'm sorry for disturbing you. Could you go to the car, please? And she like, what's going on? You know, I was like, could you? It's in the look to the car and see if the white box is there, because I'm holding the other one at the house. And she goes in the car. She looks. She doesn't see it. Look in the bag, in the backpack. It's in the. She goes there. She finds it. I was like, oh, okay. Open it slowly and tell me what you see in there. And then she opens the box and is one side is in there and I got the other side at home. I was like, oh my goodness. And you know, like I said, that's just to tell you when we are in control, there's no narrative. It was nothing separating that from me but me. That's why I had to come back to me. That's why I had to find it. You understand? And I didn't even find it. It found me. Why? Because there was no separation. It was no pimp there. It chose me. And I chose that too. But most of all, it chose me. Nobody else could have it. The dumb couldn't have it. It was mine. So don't be minds to nobody, to no emotion, to no team, to no job, to no. Don't be a hoe to nothing
Mm.
but your own experience, your own. You create your own reality. Because I want to tell you like this, really and true. I keep hearing you talking about the parade, and I'm like, stopping you from having the parade. That's what I want to know.
Uh,
That's the. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? What's stopping you? I hope do you understand? You can't see Jason Tatum lifting the trophy up. I can. I'm a bad boy. Shut your mouth. I can do that. You're watching on the TV, and they show you on TV. Steph Curry holding it. I'm gonna make. I don't have Jason Tatum hold it. I don't did all of that because that's what they did. It's lights, camera, action. It never comes live no more. And why they say that? Because I don't know if you guys are old enough. Because Janet Jackson showed us her titties on live TV during the Super Bowl halftime show, and after that, television is never live anymore. So they can say cut, replay. They probably played that game 6, 8 times with the same people talking about I was at the game. I didn't see you. I didn't see you at the game.
that's
Huh? They gonna play it until it goes into the thing. They're actors. It's no different from wrestling. You want to wrestle? You talking about you was at the game? You was at the. I didn't see you at the game. I was on the 5th row, seat 6, section J. I didn't see you. I was right there too. What about that narrative? You ever stop and thought about that? We
That's-
gonna play until we play.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you when I first noticed and I stopped being a hoe. Because I remember when they started being in the NFL, they started bringing the New Orleans Saints to work out with the New England Patriots. And then they played in the season. I'm like, what they doing that for? Now the NFL teams go and train with each other, just like the wrestlers do. They got to do the moves. They telling us. They showing it to us, but we don't even want to wake up and understand what it is, man. If they telling it, like they got to tell you the truth always, man.
Transparency, man. You gotta
You
be
understand? They
transparent.
work together. You know?
Yeah. Wow, you just
So
put that.
let's see the parade tomorrow, man. Huh?
You just put that into perspective. Wow.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Understand? I'm unplugged and woke and everything. That's right. You understand? Is like I told you, only cause I'm not walking on the water because I'm not practicing it right now. That's the only thing.
Wow.
So
Wow.
if
Wow.
I'm telling you I'm not walking on water because I'm not practicing it, what you think? They over there, they gotta practice. How you think Steph Curry get them shots to go in? Because they've been practicing all game. Where Jason Tatum went? He couldn't have a 30-point game in 6 games?
That is true. It's like all of a sudden the balls don't fall in, and I'm like,
Where he went to?
yeah, I know.
When did he heartbroken when they told him, like, no, you got to take the loss? He like, what? You got to lose.
We had the hardest road here.
Anyway, that's the next thing, you know. But
Nah, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Very, very,
practice makes, y'all can finish it? Practice makes what? Practice makes perfect. You
Perfect.
gotta practice
Let's
it,
go.
man. They gotta practice all of that shit. You understand? They gotta practice it. That's all it is. It's practice. It's practice. So practice to be free. Practice not being a hoe and choosing nothing. You understand? Let it choose you. That's why I got my AirPod back because the AirPod chose me.
Mm, damn. Now my mind's being blown. Ah, thank you, Black. Wow. I appreciate that, man. Wow. Now I can now watch sports the same anymore. Thank you.
No, and it's entertainment. You want, but it's
Mm,
entertainment, and they tell you when they go and play in different cities. What they tell them now, you got to go pay entertainment for the night. Some cities you go into, you have to pay an entertain to perform for the night. The same thing Justin Bieber got to do, or Usher got to do. When they go in some cities and play, they have to pay a entertainment tax for the night. The same thing is happening to the basketball players. You're gonna be over there performing tonight. You're going to the show. That's why they build a stage up. It's a stage. That don't stay there. They tell you they building the stage.
mm.
Who goes on the stage? An entertainer. No. That's just it. If they showed us how to do that basketball dance, we all three of us would be on the damn team too. That's all they've been teaching them from young. That's why they talk. Why you think they all know each other? Tatum known Kobe because they've been chosen.
Hmm.
That's just it, man. It's fun. I ain't gonna start watching because of that. They still got to put the work in. They can still jump off the air like that because it's unlocked too. Their powers is unlocked. I'm always watching. Hey, understand? But I understand.
Mm.
That's all it is. I just understand what I'm watching. I'm still watch. I'm gonna watch. It's fun. It's entertainment. I'm bored. It's no different from me listening to music or me watching a movie. I'm watching the same thing. But what you don't get jammed up with is about picking a winner and a loser. That's what you don't want to get jammed up in. You understand? Only watch the kung fu. You understand? Don't be think about the good guy or the bad guy, because you'll never know who's the bad guy in that. Draymond Green is the bad guy. But they showed him hugging his beautiful children. It was beautiful. They're like, damn, Shrek got children? You understand? That's what I said. Like, oh shit. And they're beautiful. But they even got a villain. Draymond Green the villain. That's what it's getting to now, man. It's fun. I'm always watch. I like a good performance. Who doesn't like a good performance? Yeah, that was good. They messed us up because it's Sunday. What we doing now on Sunday? We might. Oh, King Talk Live on Sunday. I'm free on Sunday. Drew's free. I know King Drew's definitely free on Sunday because he thought it was going to be Game 7. You understand? So let's get it. So I don't know first what you got planned on Sunday, but
Yo,
I'll, I'll be
I
here.
don't
We're
even
going to
have
be
work
here.
Monday,
Yo,
bro.
all this, we having our parade. We're having our parade on Sunday. All the Celtics fans out there, tune in. We're gonna be out here, and King Drew can't catch his breath right now. But on Sunday, King Talk Live, we gonna come in Sunday, Game 7 time at 8 o'clock. We gonna be right here again,
Yeah, we're gonna
right?
be here
And then we gonna
celebrating
have on
Game
Tuesday. We
7.
gonna have our parade again on Tuesday. Yeah, we're gonna
Let's go.
celebrate Game
Let's
7.
go. Let's go.
And on Tuesday, we gonna have our parade. You understand? The Celtic gear, I got something green over there, and we have our parade. They can't rob
Let's
me
go.
of none of that.
Oh man,
You
that's
understand?
Let's go.
oh
Yo,
Yeah,
not
man.
for
man.
nothing. Yo, man,
You never
literally.
been to?
Yo, you guys would be amazed how
Uh,
many people will show up for that parade too, man. You get me? You guys would be amazed the turnout
come
that will come
on.
from that parade.
Whew.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Wow. I needed that laugh. I needed that.
Yeah, that was good.
The power of laughter too, man.
That was pretty good, man. That now my
So
perspective,
listen, is love.
my
Hmm?
perspective is
That's
changing,
why
man.
they say live, love, laugh, right? Live, love, laugh. There's three L's,
Facts.
right? Live, love,
Mhm.
laugh,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
man,
But you see,
whew, yeah.
yeah,
Thanks for
you feel
thank
better. You see that? Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And don't
You
get
just
twisted.
you
They
look
might
like
be over
something
there
just
playing Game
left,
7 in
like
another
something just
narrative.
left up out of you.
Hmm?
Say that again, blacks.
He's been saved, man. Hallelujah. You know,
Let's go. Right, right,
I said
right.
Game
I was
7
just
might
saying,
be
you look like
playing.
something just left up off
Don't,
of it,
don't.
man.
Yeah, they left him, man. He saved. You know, hallelujah. He's free now. All that shit. You understand? Yeah, you free.
yeah.
You break the bondage, man. You know, though. Couple
Hmm.
of hundreds of people is free right now. Also with it. You know, nice. Yeah, man. You know, that's what we. You
I
know,
can't,
to
I
unlock.
can't,
Sometimes we just need a little light.
I can't express like the value that these lives give, and
Mm,
he, I can't wait to get to the level. We're already there, but just seeing the actual physical numbers where people are interacting and just that level. Obviously, it's gonna come with time, but just I'm envisioning it in my head where it's like, man, the value that people are gonna get from these things, they're gonna look back and be like, damn, why wasn't I on this when this was happening? How did I miss that? So, but that's things that we'll eventually get to. We just got to continue to trust the process and understand that everything that we're doing is a part of the process, and we'll ultimately get there. And man,
mm,
the last one was more about
Powerful.
you becoming more aware in terms of just not letting the fear of deter you from giving, or per se giving more of you. This one for me is more so
mm,
now I'm starting to see things through a whole different lens where I'm like, I was aware of it, but then the way how you explained it kind of opened my eyes up where it's like, why am I so attached to the outcome of a game that at the end of the day, regardless of who wins, I don't really get anything from it. You know,
mm,
regardless, Steph
mm,
wins, Tatum wins. What am I really getting from it? So for me, it's just
mm,
like very, very, very interesting in terms of just that you explaining it in terms of how it's played out. And as you're explaining it, I started to see it for what it was. So, very, very
mm.
interesting. Experiencing the experience, man. That's the perfect title for this. If you made it this far, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Comment down below if you've gotten any value from this live right here. And obviously, if you're watching this later, hit that like button, man. Don't play these games. We got blacks in here, man. Another one.
Let's go. Let's
Another
go.
one,
Let's
man.
go.
Another instant
Big
classic.
facts. Big
I
facts.
appreciate it, man. And if you haven't checked out the first one yet, stop playing these games and get to it. You need to get caught up. Man,
That's for sure.
black, just ask black,
Free their
man.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do, right? Just
Free their
what's the
mind.
time? Do a quick
Mm,
time check. So it's 11:08 right now. We got probably what? It's 11:09. Let's go until 11:20. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
another 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I got something I'm gonna pass around the room real quick. Right. So we can touch on it real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. So I'm gonna put it up on the board.
mm,
So this right here says self-determination equals truth, freedom, health. Right. So when you guys look at that, those combination of words, right? Self-determination, right? What does that mean to you? And then the second part to that in regards to truth, freedom, and health, how does that, what does all of that mean to you in that regards, right? Um, kind of something that we shared when we were on TikTok, right, in regards to what did my week look like for me, right? And a lot of it has been, as you guys saw, if you haven't, go ahead, check us out on TikTok and even on all the platforms, right? Because we shared the content across all of it, so you guys will be able to at least get caught up on it. Needless to say, when it comes to these experiences that we're experiencing, right? Like right now, you guys were sharing your experience of the experience in that regard, right? Which is so dynamic within itself because that's what it's all about. It's about you experiencing your experience, minus the narrative, right? You experiencing your experience minus the narrative. What do I mean, right? Because even as we were talking about the experiences, think about how we were even talking about it, right? Was it from that perspective, like King Drew, when you got off that laugh, right? Like you saw what that felt like, right? So just imagine experiencing your experience, feeling like that all the time. Why not? You see what it feels like when you get what I'm saying. So ultimately, I say that to say, when it comes to these experiences specific to self determination, right? You have to say to yourself, is it the what kind of a high are we chasing in that regards, right? Is it the high that we get because we know that we're going along with somebody else's narrative, or is it the high that you get because you understand that you're creating your own narrative, right? And you know what I mean. So, and for me, that's what self determination more so is about, right? Is that you're here to have your own experience. You're here to manifest your own types of experiences, just like what you guys said, right? Or experience an experience, but minus someone telling you how this narrative should be depicted, right? Like you said, I'm watching a game for the passion of the game, right? The talent, two great teams going at it, not to be caught up with a narrative in regards to if it's the home team or the away team, and this is how you should feel. These commentators, talking about these players as if they're the players, right? A lot of opinions in that regards, right? So I simply say that to say, man, right, when we just look at it as a collective, again, specific to self-determination, and then how that correlates to truth, freedom, and health, right? I mean, again, I just wanted to kind of just test it with you guys to see what does that mean for you guys as it correlates to your experience that you're experiencing.
Blacks, you want to go?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Self determination. Self determination. Self determination for me is more so, in terms of the drive that you have for yourself. And within that drive, how much you can push yourself to get to the next level. And if you have that consistency, obviously there's nothing that you can't do. Right? So to talk more about the truth, freedom, and health, because at the end of the day, truth is there. Truth is always going to be there, point blank, period. And, we're in a time period where we don't necessarily know what is true and what's not true because they call it disinformation, misinformation, whatever, all those words that they use. But the truth is the truth. Like I say all the time, the truth will remain the same. The lie will always change. Freedom is the thing that, as humans, we absolutely need freedom. It is a part of our birthright. Like life would say, that's something that we should have. But the one key thing is if you don't have your health, right, none of that's really going to matter. You can have all the truth in the world, you can have all the freedom you want, but if your health is not there, and I feel like once we get to that point where we continue to work on us, which is the inner, that's what we talk about over here, and the outer, which is what's happening out there, and just getting to the level where we understand that it should be health, freedom, truth, because truth is always going to be there. Because, like I said, you need to work on your health at the end of the day, but it goes back to that self-determination to keep pushing through all of the distraction and negativity or whatever it may be that gets in the way, that is out there that you may see as it's an obstacle. It's not necessarily an obstacle, it's just something that you haven't dealt with inside. But for me, self-determination comes back to having the consistency to push past whatever obstacle you have in front of you, because you can do it, and it wouldn't be placed there if you weren't able to deal with it, right? That's why it's placed there. So for me, when I see self-determination, I love the whole truth, freedom, and health, because I feel like it's the three pillars when it comes to humanity and itself. And for me, self determination plays a huge role in terms of you getting to the next level. So that's just how I view self determination. And I love the truth, freedom, health, because without those three things, it's kind of hard to really say, function, because you can't have one without the other. It just doesn't work, you know, especially with all the manipulation, deception, and deceit that is happening within the world that we live in right now and that we're experiencing. And it's sad and it's disgusting. But, in the meantime, just continue to work on you and continue to improve yourself and continue to work on the inside. That's all I got to say about self determination, brother. Blacks, I don't know if you're ready, brother. If you're not, is he ready? Because we got about 4
I'm
minutes.
not sure. I don't know if he got right. Yeah.
4 minutes, brother.
I mean, but yeah, but not definitely. Oh, there he goes. Yep, he's back.
So like self-determination to me is again control of the mind. You understand? And to get to right now, I'm on a path of self-determination, and it starts with fasting from the things you most want and the things you feel you want and the things you feel you need. Stay away from it, even if it's 24 hours, even if it's social media, even if it's sex, even if it's money, even if it's driving, even if it's alcohol. That's how you take control, and that's how you build to self-determination. You understand? Is by first being in control, fasting from the things you feel you cannot go without. Make a conscious decision and a conscious effort to stay away from whatever it is for 24 hours. That's the start of self-determination. You understand? 24 hours. Challenge yourself for 24 hours. I'm staying away from this for 24 hours, because what is stopping us, and most of us have in our experience, is crutches. A crutch. We all need a crutch. Kick the crutch away for 24 hours. You understand? See if you limp without the crutch. See if you could stand straight without the crutch. You understand? And guess what? You could. You could, but the mind is telling you you can't. So that's where the real determination starts, in 24 hours of taking control. You understand? So if you want to get there, that's the first part where you got to get to. You understand? Let me stay away from this for 24 hours. And that's going to determine who you are, where you want to go to, and that's it. That's it. Less is more. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. But just start with a fast of what you figure you can't do without. Even if it's a day nap, even if it's just going to the store and standing outside the store. If it's just sitting on your porch and watching the cars go by, stay away from it for 24 hours. You understand? We got a whole lot we can list that we all do, that we all are guilty of. For me, it would be coffee. You understand? Let me see if I could stay away from it for 24 hours. Right? Like, take control. The only way you're going to get to that point is by taking control of your life. And that's where it starts with. The things you cannot do without it. You understand? When you start feeling like, oh my goodness, I don't, and it's all a trick, right? They tell us if we don't have caffeine, I might get a headache. But that's a trick. That's just your body going through withdrawals and the toxins leaving your body. That's why your head is hurting, because it's toxins in your body. If you feel you can't talk to your lover without, you gotta stop talking to this individual. You understand? For 24 hours. Do it. Take control. You're gonna miss them when you do talk to them. Like, oh shit. Now you figure you're gonna hear about their day at work. You're gonna hear, you understand, like about what's going on in their lives. What happened? Hey, no, I wasn't taking a break from you. You understand? I was getting closer to you. You couldn't feel it. You didn't have to call me 900 times. I'm right here. You understand what I mean? Like the coffee's right there. I'm gonna drink you tomorrow. But today, guess what? None. I'm not drinking you because I don't need you. I need to know if there's a coffee shortage in the world. I don't jump off a cliff. I don't talk myself to death. Oh my gosh, my head hurts. Oh my gosh, I can't breathe. Because I need some caffeine in me. You understand? You got to do without it for 24 hours. Do you understand? Are you strong enough to say, I'm not going to watch football this season? Are you strong enough? You understand what I mean? Because all it is the control. What are you missing? You're not a football player. You understand what I mean? You're not an investor. You got some stocks in there. You understand? Like that's like sometimes we gotta ask ourselves the questions now. What am I doing? I remember I used to watch when football come on. You know what they show when the football games coming on, right? Like the Super Bowl. That's it. What they showing? Beers, Domino's pizza with $9.99 for two big, large Domino pizzas, and then you're watching athletes who's in the shape of their life, and you're saying they gain fat. What part of the game is that? How come you're not showing me how to look like a damn athlete? Why are you not showing Gold's Gyms commercials? You're showing me how to basically get one step closer to the grave. And I'm watching athletes. They showing me beer, chicken, pizza, and like all the games coming on. Let me call Pizza Hut and order 6 pizzas and be a glutton. Take control, man. That's where it starts, man. You got to do without it, so you can be, to your maximum potential. But that's just fast. Do without it. 24 hours. I don't need it. Distract yourself. Do something else. Try something new. We're doing the same thing that we've been doing since 1992. And we're in 2022. What's part of the day? What part of the day has changed for you? Are you going to get a new experience within an experience if you've been doing the same thing over and over? You already know what your day is like. You could probably go do your day right now in 10 minutes. If you close your eyes, you can see what you're about to do tomorrow, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I remember, like someone asked me, hey, what have you been doing right now? It's Friday. And I'm like, and I known the answer. Well, we would have been at Yaz's. We'll be doing this, and once I got to basically to self, I couldn't answer that question anymore. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know what I'll be doing 5 years from now. If you know what you're going to be doing 5 years from now or a year from now, that's horrible. That's because you have no control of your life. You're following a narrative that's put out there for you. You're walking on that same highway. You didn't even coming off the highway. If you're going to say, I'm going to be watching the Celtics a year from now, that is horrible. That means you didn't even take a left or a right or spin around in the middle of the road to do something different. To say, I don't know if I'm going to be watching I think it's going to be in the finals next year because I don't know if I'm going to be watching next year. I might be doing something totally different. So that's where this is what these narratives is all about.
Facts. Again, appreciate all of the contributions, man. Again, because why? We understand in order for us to penetrate these frequencies, it takes these types of energies, right? Us united, us coming together. And on that note, again, blacks, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate. We know you're international. I'm blacks. I'm sorry, and I know you got a couple of things that you said you're setting up right now. But if you could let the people know again, where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from somewhere on earth. Yeah,
Let's go.
that's what I would call it.
Let's go.
In case they try
Let's
to
go.
tap it and I gotta bite some heads off for all the information and knowledge. This ain't free. You understand? Experience, like I said, right, is expensive. So when I'm sharing with you is expense, is at my expense. You're getting it for free. You understand? You're getting it for free. When you gonna thank me? How you gonna thank me? That's what it's all about now. You understand? How big Jay-Z said, I told you about selling drugs. You don't gotta go sell the drugs now. I already told you. Hope did that, so you don't gotta go through that. You
Mhm.
understand now? If I'm telling you these things what I just shared, those are expensive. I didn't get it for free. I didn't get it sitting watching on a stream. These are expensive. This information is expensive. You understand? And what they say, the game not. Why you think they said the game is to be sold, not told? It's because the experience is expensive. Do you understand? You know what I had to go through? You know how much heartbreak I had to take to understand what's really going on in the sport world, what's really going on in the world.
Yeah,
You
life.
understand? Yeah, but if you want to come and kick it with the big brother blacks, I mean Tobago, that's Trinidad and Tobago. You know, I'm gonna drop it, because we be doing the bonfire on the beaches to unlock spirituality, to unlock your experience. You understand that you can go 5 years from and find out what you're gonna be doing, exactly to find out your path. That's what it is. You understand? Zero distractions, right? So that's it, man. So any one of those who
Appreciate
want
that,
to
brother. Thank
travel,
you.
if you want to mind travel, or if you want to physical travel, like the last time I said, right? The ones who have to physical travel, please get your passport instead of buying some Jordans when it's tax season. You understand? Get a passport, right? But like me and Lights and King Drew, we know how to travel in the mind, so we could always meet up no matter where we at. You understand? So those of you who want to know how to do these things, like I said, get a passport and we can go meet, right? We can meet up and understanding what's really going on, right? Because it's 300 at a time we take, you know? So just know that, man. Like I said, man, like I said, it's 58:42. Fast forward, rewind. Watch this like you read the Bible, man. Just go on different minutes and see what reaches out to you, what you want to hear. And I apologize for saying it so late in the conversation, but most of us are vibrating on the same, energy, the same wavelength. Anyway, we here talking and listening and laughing and it's funny. I like King Drew. I know everybody got their favorite character on the show, right? I like Life First and his black hat, like all of that. And so I apologize for, not saying that sooner, guys. Definitely, again. But we're gonna start off like that.
Hmm. So
King Drew, don't slip back, it's forward movements.
never. Always moving forward, brother. We want
Nice.
to
Always
we
moving forward.
want to thank you guys for watching another episode on King Talk Live where this one, man, you just gotta watch it. You just gotta rewatch it, go back, play it from the beginning, skip around like Black said. You know, awesome build. Thank you, Blacks, for pulling back up again, and we'll love to have you whenever. You know, pull on up. Life, I know time.
Yeah.
I know time's of the essence for you, so we're just gonna end it. All right.
All right then. Yeah. Bless and
Without
peace, though.
further ado,
All right then. Yeah.
till the next one. Peace.